Hello everyone and welcome to another unboxing video with me, your buddy Impish Matt Impish Collector, whatever I decide to call this. For now, this is still going on the Impish Matt channel. I do plan to start a channel just for Lorcana. But anyway, today we will be opening the newest set of Disney Lorcana, set number 11, Winterspell. Pretty excited for this set. I'm not as excited for this set as I was for Whispers in the Well, but I do think that this set has a lot of really cool cards. So I am looking forward to getting into this. I got a promo beast card here for picking up my box from DVY Collectibles in Martinez, California. Shout out to them. So let's go ahead and get this thing open, as I struggled to do that because I didn't grab a knife. And we got 24 full packs of Disney Lorcana Winterspell to go through. And as you can see from the covers, we have Darkwing Duck, Lilo and Stitch, the series, and Tinkerbell on the front. I'm not entirely sure why they opted to go with Tinkerbell on the front. There's only one Peter Pan card in the set, and it is that Tinkerbell. I'm very excited about Darkwing Duck. Big Darkwing Duck fan, big Disney Afternoon fan. Excited to finally see Darkwing Duck in the game. So let's go ahead and I was gonna take them all out, but you know what? Who cares? Let's just start. Let's just start ripping. Let's just start ripping. We'll talk about the cards as we go. Yeah. So let's see what we got. I am very bad at opening cards. So we have the new lore cards at the back here. We got a puzzle piece, and it's advertising a Ravensburger puzzle. There's one for each of the puzzles. And then let's start with the cards. So we have Hey Hey, Persistent Presence. This is a returning card from set 2, a reprint. That original Hey Hey is one of my favorites in the game. It is such a funny card. And then we have Aladdin on the Edge of Adventure. The only Aladdin in this set. Pocahontas new for Winterspell. First time in Disney Lorcana. I'm not the biggest Pocahontas fan, if I'm being honest with you. I think it's a beautiful movie. Like, visually, it's one of Disney's best. I think it's kind of boring, not to mention all the, potentially offensive stuff with Native Americans and historical inaccuracy. But, I mean, it's cool to see Pocahontas in the game regardless. So, we got Maui, Snow Slider, Blue Smoke, that's a Darkwing Duck card. Donald Duck, Along for the Ride. Pudge, this is a card that's making some waves. We have our first Pudge card from Lilo and Stitch, and as you can see, it is a deity. That's very funny to me. If you have a character named Lilo in play, you can play this character for free. Being able to play anything for free is good, and there are several good Lilos in this set, so this card might see some play. Keep the Ancient Ways, this is a song card. This will also probably see some play. Opponents can't play actions or items until the start of your next turn. Pretty good. Vixie, if you have a character named Todd in play, you pay 1 less to play this character, and she has Evasive. This is the Fox and the Hound, new IP in this set. Okay, and we have our first rare. It is Darkwing's chair set. Some people didn't understand why Darkwing has a chair set in the game. Darkwing Duck gets to his secret lair and changes into his costume by pulling a Basil, the Great Mouse Detective statue, on his armrest table there, and the chairs spin around, and him and Launchpad become their superheroes. Alter egos, even though Launchpad doesn't have one. I don't know why he sits, but he does. Ooh. Akudet Amuti. This is a very, very spicy card. People are very excited for this. It's a song from Lilo and Stitch, the series. You pay 2 less for the next character you play this turn. Draw a card. Drawing a card, very good. Paying 2 less for a character, very good. This card is gonna see some play. It is uninkable, maybe a problem, but for songs, not always. Oh, and then our first foil is Rare Genie, Magical Researcher, boost 1, and this character gets +1 for each card under him, each lore. Gets +1 lore for each card under him. I think this card's gonna see some play. This is a cool card. All right, well, that was our first pack, so let's open the next pack. We got a Darkwing Duck pack here. I am so bad at opening packs still, so I apologize. Okay, so we have Come Out and Fight, another card featuring the Lonesome Ghost. This feels like it's a holdover from Whispers in the Well. Put any card from under chosen character, item, or location at the bottom of their player's deck in a random order. Draw a card. This is put all cards from under a chosen character. So this is boost synergy. Boost cards are not like crazy yet, so who knows if that'll see any play. Strike a good match. This is a reprint. This is a reprint. New art. I think I like the original art better, but it's good to see this card. Draw 2 cards, then choose and discard a card. Always draw a card. It's good. Percy Popsicle, very funny card. This character can't challenge. There's a lot of Pocahontas stuff where the characters don't challenge. I think that's very interesting, and also pretty fitting for Pocahontas, since it's all about, you know, peace and stuff. Donald Duck, Nephew Fred, just a vanilla goon. Distracted. This is another reprint. This card is interesting because it is a reprint for an old card, but it is using a different IP. The original was from one of the Mickey shorts with Gustav the Giant, and this one is from Christmas Carol, Mickey's Christmas Carol. Prince Naveen bundled up. I really like the Naveen and Tiana cards this set. They look adorable, but they're not, you know, like the strongest cards or anything. Pleakley Arctic Naturalist. There are so many Lilo and Stitch cards this set. Elsa, Concerned Sister. Believe it or not, there's also a lot of Frozen cards this set. In the Ice theme set, no way. Goslin Mauer, Curious Child, Darkwing Duck's daughter. There she is. When you play this character, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal an item card and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. A lot of the Darkwing cards have to do with items. I don't know how good that's going to be. Unfortunately, I think a lot of the Darkwing cards are not very good. They do all synergize with each other, which is pretty cool. But I think a lot of them are a little too clunky. Kristoff's Loot. Ooh, Angela, I love this card. I'm very excited for this one. Okay, so this is a gargoyle. Okay, there are only 2 gargoyles cards in this set. Okay, but listen to this. Okay, Angela is Goliath's daughter, by the way, and Demona. When you play this character, you may give chosen character Challenger +2 and Resist +2 until the start of your next turn. Okay, that's a good ability on its own. If this card just said that, I think this card would be pretty sick. But this is the real sick part. Eternal Night. Your gargoyle characters lose the Stone by Day ability. So the Gargoyles cards in the last set, all of them had this Stone by Day ability, which meant that they couldn't ready at the start of your turn unless you had 3 or less cards in hand, and you never want to have 3 or less cards in hand, typically. So it was a real shame that the Gargoyles, because some of those cards were really, they had high stats, but they had this downside, so it was a whole thing. This card can really help the Gargoyles do better. I don't know that this is going to make Gargoyles meta, but it is it's going to try. And then we have Yao, Snow Warrior. During opponent's turn, this character gains Resist +2. And we have another puzzle piece there. All right, let's keep it moving, people. We'll get rid of the puzzle. Oh, they also have lore cards. I think there's only like 7 or 8 of them this time. It's the Lumen and Lumineers in the game all talking to each other. Isis Vanderchill. Oh, I already got to talk about another card. This card is so funny. First of all, it's pretty good when you play this character, exert chosen opposing character. But Isis Vanderchill is such a deep cut. She is a Darkwing Duck villain. She's only in like 2 episodes and a few comics, but because it's the Ice set, they got the Ice character. It's so funny. Such a good pool. Game Preserve. Locations are back and still not very good. Although I think this one's okay. While there's a character with Evasive here, this location gains Evasive, and it has 2 lore. So 2 lore with Evasive, not too bad. Sarabi! Protector. Protecting the Pride. This is Simba's mom. First card for Sarabi. Chosen opposing character gets -4 until the start of your next turn, but only if you exert her. It's okay. Launchpad, my boy. There he is. Draw a card, then choose and discard a card unless you have a character named Darkwing Duck in play. It's one of those Darkwing synergies that I'm talking about. Goofy, Marley's Clumsy Spirit. Love that there are Christmas Carol cards in here. That's fantastic. Another Blue Smoke. We got this one already. Chief Powhatan, the protective leader, Storyborn Mentor King. This is Pocahontas' dad. He has bodyguard, and he can't challenge, but he's a beefy boy. Look, 4 ink for 5/5. I don't know that you really need him to be challenging, because he's going to take some hits. Scrooge's Counting House. We got Jiminy Cricket, the Ghost of Christmas Past. Oops, starting with super rare. That's nice. Might get some legendary. This card's going to see a lot of play, I think. Sven, Leaping Reindeer. He's got Rush, Challenger +3, and Evasive. So he's a Rush Evasive character with 5 attack when he's attacking. That's good stuff. Oh, Oh, we got our board wipe. Boys, we got our board wipe. Okay, Raging Storm, banish all characters. 8 cost in Amber. I don't entirely understand why it's in Amber, but ever since Be Prepared got rotated out, people wanted a board wipe, and here it is. And in common, McHorn, Ice Cold Officer Bodyguard from Zootopia. Sorry if you hear people washing dishes downstairs. It's hard to find time to do this, and people are doing chores in the house, so get rid of this lore card. Pot of Honey, some good Winnie the Pooh cards in this set. Stitch, Naughty Experiment, chosen opposing character gains Reckless until the start of your next turn. Mother Will Protect You, chosen character can't be challenged until the start of your next turn. Tor's Bulba, there's a boy. He's a big beefy boy. This is from Darkwing Duck, one of the villains from Darkwing Duck. Not a lot of Darkwing Duck villains showed up in the set. A little disappointed with that, but we did get Tor's Bulba. Oh look, another Darkwing card. Honker Muddlefoot. Your character's name Darkwing Duck, gain resist +1. More Darkwing. It never ends. The Terror That Flaps in the Night. Look at this art. This is like the sickest thing. Deal 2 damage to chosen opposing character. If you have a character named Darkwing Duck in play, deal 3 damage instead. So normally I'm not a big fan of cards that specifically name a character to have the effect on a different card. I like that they're trying to play with the synergies, but a lot of them are just not very good, and then they're kind of useless if you're not doing anything with that other card. In the first set, there was a Moana that specifically could banish Taka, and only Taka when you played her. That card was useless because nobody played Taka. What I like that they're starting to do now, they're giving them an effect, but then they have an additional effect, or that effect does more with a certain card in play. So like this one does 2 damage to opposing character, but if you have Darkwing in play, it does 3 damage instead. I think that's a better way to design the cards. It encourages people to do synergies by having like Darkwing Ducks in your deck, but it doesn't negate the card from being, it doesn't make the card completely terrible. You know what I'm saying? So that's, pretty cool. We have Judy Hopps, Underdog. So there's a whole line of these. If you play this in your first, if this is your first turn and you're not the first player, you pay 1 less to play this character. So this is a 1 cost 2/2 if you go second, and she has resist +1. There's a whole line of them. Some of them are good, some of them are okay. But I think that's a cool way to sort of combat the whole, the whole going second thing. Because a lot of people think going second is not great for Lorcana. Chin Po, he's a big boy. John Smith, Snow Tracker. At the end of your turn, if this character is exerted and none of your characters challenge this turn, gain 1 lore. That's more of that not challenging thing that the Pocahontas characters love. Grandma Tala, 12 costs. This is the most expensive character we've ever seen in Lorcana. I didn't know they would go above 10, but here we are, 12. For each card in your inkwell, you pay 1 less to play this character. She's not going to cost very much most of the time because you love to ink in blue, in Sapphire. But I don't think this card is good enough to really see play anyway. So, Todd, Playful Kit. And, ooh, super rare, Rockstar Lilo. This card's cool. We got Rockstar Stitch in the first set, and then reprinted in set 9, and now we got Rockstar Lilo. She shifts at 4. Whenever this character quests, you may play a character with cost 2 or less from your discard for free. A little less good than Stitch, but I still think pretty good. I think this card is going to see play, and I just like the idea that they did Rockstar Stitch, and now here's Rockstar Lilo. I hope they do Rockstar Nani, and Rockstar Angel, and Rockstar Pleakley. I hope they do them all the Rockstars. I want the entire crew as Rockstars. Rockstar, what's Baby Face? What's the name of that one experiment? Baby Fire? Alright, we got another Stitch piece. Oh, Morgana Macabre. Oh, my beloved. I love Morgana. I also love, we haven't gotten the rare Morgana yet, the Shift, but this one is a villain, and the next one is a hero, because she is redeemed in the show. Squeaks, Cozy Caterpillar, Evasive, pretty good. Zootopia, Tundra Town, gotta have it in the snowy set. Goofy, Marley's Clumsy Spirit, we got this one already. Minnie Mouse, Tiny Tim's Mutter. Li Shang, Solemn Sun, Challenger +2. Ooh, Launchpad, my boy. This one just gives locations resist. I mean, it's fine, but like, locations still aren't good. I just don't think they're good. White Rabbit, late again. This is another underdog. This one gets evasive if on turn 2. 2/2 with evasive, pretty good. Oh, another underdog, Christopher Robin. This one just is a 1/3 with 2 lore, but that's a lot for the first turn. That's a big threat, and people are going to have to figure out a way to deal with it. Goofy, Klutzy Skier, I love this card. Banish this character, banish chosen character. Timon, when you play this character, chosen opponent reveals their hand and discards a non-character card of your choice. Bare necessities on a body. Interesting enough, this is the first Timon card since set 1. Timon and Pumbaa have sat out 10 sets. That's nuts to me. Oh, and we got a foil of that Christopher Robin. I think that card's pretty good, so. Alright, next pack. Get that puzzle out of there. We got Swordplay. Welcome back, Black Cauldron. I was worried that Black Cauldron might sit out the next set because Lorcana, they love to introduce IP and then not use them for a couple sets after they introduce them. Like Brother Bear sat out after it got introduced. Aristocats basically might as well have sat out. They were all vanillas even in the next set. Copper, Hound Pup. Thomas, Wide-Eyed Recruit. We got Nunny. No worries while this character has no damage. She gets +1 lore. Pretty good, honestly. Iduna, Alarmed Queen. She's got evasive. Kanga, a lot of moms in this set. Peaceful Gatherer. She's got boost 2. While there's a card under this character, she gets +1 lore. We got Gigi, Best in Snow. Best in Snow because she's a dog. This is actually one of the Stitch experiments. There's a lot of Lilo and Stitch cards, not a lot of the experiments, honestly. But this is one of them. So, Big Mama, there she is, Big Mama from Fox and the Hound. Anna, Baby Anna, little sister. This card drives me nuts because she is a queen. I know that Anna becomes a queen when she grows up, but in this picture specifically, she would be a princess. But Disney does not allow the Frozen girls to be princesses because they are not part of the princess lineup. Grand Councilwoman, another Lilo and Stitch card. Big body, lots of lore. Eeyore, my beloved Eeyore. I love Eeyore. I'm so glad Eeyore got another card. It's been a long time. Eeyore only got 1 card in the entire game. All the other Pooh Bear characters were being pirates, and poor Eeyore had to sit it out. But he's back with a vengeance. He's got a rare. He's got an enchanted. We love you, Eeyore. And then we got a foil Pleakley. All right. I am so unbelievably bad. Alright, we got another puzzle. Oh, this is a lore card. Talking about the play hub. We got Tigger, bouncing all the way. Splendorific bounce. When you play this character, you may return chosen character, item, or location with cost 2 or less to their player's hand. I actually think this card's pretty good. Boomer has the beak. Okay. Lilo, Snow Artist. While you have a character named Stitch and play this character, it gets +1 lore. Fazoo, this character enters play with 2 damage. I don't know exactly what that's for. There's not a lot of healing synergies in this set, so I don't know. In older sets that might have worked out, but that's a weird one. Chief Tui, got a lot of dads. Launchpad, not a dad, but oh, look, another dad. Chief Bohan again. Oh, Slushy, here's another one of those experiments. This is a 4/5/5 with evasive. I think this card's pretty good. Wipeout! Put chosen character with bodyguard or item into their player's inkwell, face down, and exert. Retro Evolution Device. This is a Darkwing Duck related item. This is the item that turns Stegmunt into a dinosaur. Everybody's favorite character, Stegmunt. And the name of the ability is Turn into Dinosaur. So, ooh, Bell. Snowfield Strategist. I think this card is pretty good. Winter Stockpile. Whenever one of your characters is banished, you may put that card from your discard, or you may put that card from your discard into your inkwell, face down, and exert it. Pretty good. And then we have Christian Bale foil. All right, let's get that out of here. Let's keep going. Space Cows. Space Cows. Okay, so this is from Darkwing Duck. There's one episode where a bunch of cows come down from space and they like help Darkwing and them to fend off some villains, and he helps them get back to their planet or whatever. This might now be the deepest cut character in this game. Like, genuinely, like, I know so many people are confused by the inclusion of these characters. I live for this. I live for this. This might be the deepest cut. Before, I would have said Thaddeus Clang from Tailspin from set 3 was the deepest. I think Space Cows might be the deepest cut card now. Copper. David, he's a bodyguard. Force of a Great Typhoon. Chosen character gets +5 strength this turn. Tiny Tim's Crutch. This is one of the most morbid cards I've ever seen. Like, this just... In the movies, whenever you see Tiny Tim's Crutch by itself, like, propped up against the fireplace, that implies that he's dead. Tiny Tim's dead. He's dead. But also this card, chosen character gains support this turn. This is exactly the same as the Scepter of Arendelle from the first set. This is technically a reprint, but it's not because it has a different name. So by Lorcana's rules, if you're playing in the Infinity format, you could play 4 Scepters of Arendelle and 4 Tiny Tim's Crutch and have the same card 4 times. You would never want to do that, but you could. Infrapink Ultra Scan Specs. This is from Darkwing Duck. When you play this character, draw a card, then choose and discard a card. Banish this item. Chosen character gains alert. Darkwing Tower. This card, it's only good if you're using the legendary Darkwing Duck and the Thunderquack that turn characters into villains. Whenever an opposing villain character is banished, you may ready a character here. I just don't think locations are good. They're just not. They're just not good, and I wish they were because the art is beautiful. Look at this. This is the art on location cards reminds me of the kind of art that would be hanging in like a Disney hotel at like the Walt Disney World or Disneyland or something, like in the hallways. Like, it's so beautiful, but the cards are it's just not there yet. Mushu Sneaky Dragon. When you play this character, deal 2 damage to chosen character. Pretty good. There's that Anna again. Dr. Hamsterville is here. People are being so loud downstairs. Ooh, we got our first legendary. Oh, dang. I mean, it's a beautiful card, but I think this might be the worst legendary in the set. While you have 4 or more cards in your hand, this character gains evasive. While you have 7 or more cards in your hand, this character gets +3 lore. Very rarely are you going to have 7 cards in hand. I know that Amethyst is the drawing color. Very rarely are you going to have 7 cards in it. You're just not. This card is going to be 1 lore forever. It'll have evasive, but for a legendary card, it needs to do more than this. Oh, Negaduck, my boy. Alright, well, we'll sleeve her up. We'll sleeve her up. We'll put her over here. But for our first legendary, I think that's the worst one. That's going to be like $1 legendary. Unless some like crazy like deck comes out with that, I don't think that's going to be. And that's the Set Champs card too. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. I don't know how many people are actually going to want it though. Oh, more Space Cows. Stitch. We got Percy, Pupsicle. Another Stitch. There's that Negaduck, just not in foil this time. Another Chief Tui. Wisdom of the Willow. For the rest of this turn, whenever one of your characters quests, you may draw a card. That's pretty good. Winterspell. Chosen character of yours can't challenge until the start... Or sorry, chosen location of yours can't be challenged until the start of your next turn. Draw a card. Drawing a card for 1 is nice. You might as well just ignore the ability because you're not going to play locations. Mickey Mouse, Snowboard Ace. When you play this character and when he leaves play, each opponent chooses and discards a card. The cold never bothered me. Anyway. Oh, there we go. All right. We got another legendary. We got my boy Darkwing Duck. Unfortunately, I don't think the Darkwing Duck legendary is very good either, but I am happy to have a Darkwing Duck legendary card. He's a Shift 5, but you'll notice he's not a Floodborn. They said it's because he is a superhero, and he has an alternate identity. So I assume that the supers in the next set with the Incredibles will be the same way. During your turn, whenever an item is banished, you may play 1 ink to deal 2 damage to chosen character. This character can challenge ready villain characters. I just don't know that items are enough to really pilot this character, and then the readied villain characters is interesting, and there are ways to turn characters, all characters into villains. There's the Thunderquack, which is an item card that helps with that. It's just so clunky. It's so clunky and slow. I just don't know. He hits for a lot, but I just don't know that he's going to be good. And then we have the stupid stagnant gun. Alright. Keep it moving. I'm happy to have Darkwing, but I just don't think the card is... I just don't think he's very good. I just don't. Maybe I'm the wrong one, but... We got Nala, romping in the snow. Oh, Todd all alone, so sad. Todd Goon. Pumbaa, there's the first Pumbaa in the million sets. Duna. Oh, now it's a mom pack. Cinna. That's Moana's mom. Stitch, high badness level. Oh, grab your bow. Banish up to 2 chosen characters with 2 cost or less. Pretty good song card, honestly. Rue, little helper. Alice, boost 2. Whenever this character quests, you put all cards from under her into your hand. Duke Weaselton, I think this card is pretty good. When this character is banished, you may play a character with cost 2 or less for free. Ooh, we got another legendary. Oh, we got an Elsa. Nice. Oh, there's something back there too. I actually don't think this Elsa is all that great either, to be honest with you. But it is an Elsa, so people will probably like it. I don't know. Shift 4. When you play this character, whenever you play a location, see, locations. You may exert character with 3 cost or less. While this character is at a location, she gets +3 lore. So it's a 5/5 with 4 lore if you're at a location, which you won't be because you're not playing locations. And it looks like we have an epic back here. And we have Mushu, Sneaky Dragon, epic. That's a good pack. Look, legendary and epic. Pretty good. There's a few epics in this set that I like. I am disappointed that there were no Darkwing Duck epics. There weren't any Fox and the Hound epics either. I thought there would be. They're mostly all Christmas Carol. It's interesting, but yeah, happy to have Mushu there. All right, let's keep it rolling. Oh, get that out of there. All right, we got Lumpy, playful Heffalump. Excited to see Lumpy here. We haven't really seen any Winnie the Pooh characters outside of the main cast, so that's cool. He's got evasive, pretty big boy for with evasive. Mini, just vanilla with 3/3, pretty good though. Fangmire, this is Zootopia. When you play this character, you may return a detective character card from your discard to your hand. Weird that it's in this set. Not a lot of detectives. I think Darkwing is a detective, so I guess it synergizes with Darkwings, but you're not playing Darkwing in Amber. Agnar, that's Anna Elsa's dad. Mickey Mouse, Tiny Tim's father. McHorn, Ice Cold Officer, another random Zootopia character. Lonely Grave, another one of those kind of dark and ominous cards. Banish chosen character of yours. Put the top card of your deck face down under one of your characters or locations with boost. Boost is getting there. I'm not sure that it's there yet, but it's getting there. Hidden Trap. Miko, this card's bad. It looks like it should be good. 1 cost with 2 lore? That's crazy. Evasive? That's also crazy. At the end of your turn, if this character is exerted, choose and discard a card or banish him. Oh no, that's actually not good at all because I don't want to banish my cards or discard my cards. Kristoff, Ice Explorer. This is a card that you need an on-end play to make him good. Olaf. 9 costs. For each action in your discard, you pay 1 less to play this character. When you play this character, each opponent loses 2 lore. I can see this working in like a Maui Shark deck, but I don't know. This card's going to see a lot of play. And then Foil Sarabi. All right, let's go. Come out and fight. Strike a good match. Tiana, there's the Tiana to go with that Naveen. I love the way she looks. Li Shang. That's not right. Force of a Great Typhoon. Piglet. We haven't seen him yet. Liquidator. This is an underdog card. You know, you pay less if it's your first turn. He has Reckless. 4/2 with Reckless on turn 1. That's kind of crazy. He gets less good the later in the game you get, but I think at the start of the game, I think he's pretty good. I don't know that he'll see play, but I personally think that card's kind of good. Hidden Trap, Mother's Necklace at the end of your turn. If none of your characters challenge this turn, chosen character of yours gains evasive until the start of your next turn. That's another one of those Pocahontas cards that doesn't want you to fight. Cobra Bubbles. Oh, we got Piglet, Cocoa Maker. This is a shift 3. At the end of your turn, remove up to 2 damage from each of your characters. I guess you can use this with that Fazu. I don't know that removing or healing has ever really been that great, but it's definitely not all that great in this set. And then we have Copper. Alright, we get rid of this. Got another Isis. Game Preserve, and Tiana to go on top of that other Tiana. We got Hercules, Spectral Demigod. That's the first one of those that we've seen, I think. Kanga, Darkwing Duck Goon. You can shift the legendary one on top of that one. Nani Stage Manager. When you play this character, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a character card with cost 2 or less and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. I think this card is pretty good. Chief Seasoned Tracker. If an opposing character was banished in a challenge this turn, draw a card. You have to exert him, though, so not as good. Welcome back, Maui. We have Copper on the scent. Rush and Reckless, 8-5-4-6. He is a little stronger than Maui. Costs 1 more. I think this card is going to see some play. Do you want to build a snowman? Chosen opponent chooses yes or no. Yes, you gain 3 lore. No, they choose a character of theirs and put that card on the bottom of their deck. I think this is a fun card in terms of design. I don't know that it's going to be any good. Pete, a lot of people are talking about this card. Boost 1. Look at all the text. Like, there's so much text that it's like tiny. This text is so small. Whenever this character quests, look at the number of cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of cards under him. Put 1 in your hand and put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So if you've boosted him up to like 9 for whatever reason, you can look at 9 cards. It's pretty cool, honestly. And then we have Scrooge McDuck, Miserly Ebenezer. This is a villain Scrooge, because it's from Christmas Carol, where he's a big jerk at the beginning. Get rid of that. Oh, that Hey Hey is back. Oh, that Sad Todd is back. Pumbaa, Maui, Blue Smoke, Launchpad. Got a lot of this guy. Simba, Winterspell, Snowfort. Your characters get a +1 attack. During an opponent's turn, your characters gain resist +1. Pretty good item. Goofy, Ghost of Jacob Marley. Boost 2. When this character is banished, each opponent chooses and discards a card for each card that was under him. I kept saying card weird. Another super rare. We got that Beast. Rush. Whenever this character challenges, if he's at a location, he takes no damage from the challenge. More location garbage. Visiting Christmas Past. Put any number of cards from under your characters and locations into your inkwell, face down, and exert it. I mean, that's pretty good for ramp. Not that Sapphire needs help ramping, but... Alright, how many packs do we have left? 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 9 packs left, including the one in my hand. Still some time. There's still some time for some heat. Pot of Honey. Dinky has the brains. When you play this character, each opponent chooses one of their characters and deals 1 damage. Nakoma, that is Pocahontas' best friend. Terror that flaps in the night. We got Honker. We got Ultra. Did I get... Oh, that's weird. I got two common steel cards instead of a ruby. It's supposed to be one of each color. Interesting. Oh, there's the villain of the set. Grandmother Willow, Ancient Advisor. Once during your turn, you pay 1 less for the next character you play. This turn, it is a lantern on a body. People are terrified of this card. They are already calling for it to be banned. I don't know that it needs to go that far. I think you can remove it. There's ways to... There's things that can exert it so that you can attack it. I think there are ways to get rid of this card, but this card is really good. Being able to pay 1 less, and I think if you have like 4 on the board, you can pay like 4 less, but it is for the next character you play. So it's whatever character is either at the start of your turn or after you've played this character. So you can't save it. So it has to be for whatever the next card is. So you can't like strategically hold off. Gone 2, this card sucks. When you play this character, choose and discard a card. No thanks. Pass. Snowford again. Freeze the Vine, banish all locations, draw 2 cards, then choose and discard a card. I don't want to play locations. And I don't want to play cards that have to deal with locations because nobody else is playing locations. Scrooge McDuck, Ebenezer Scrooge. Whenever this character quests, each opponent loses 1 lore. Draw a card for each 1 lore lost this way. At the end of your turn, if an opponent has 0 lore, you gain 1 lore. Oh, that's pretty good. And Donald Duck, Nephew Fred. All right, Darkwing pack. Let's see what you got. I was already seeing it before I put it on the camera. We got Darkwing Duck, Dark Wolf Dog. This card has confused a lot of people. There's an episode of Darkwing Duck where Darkwing and Launchpad and Gosalyn, they go and they meet Morgana's dad, because Darkwing and Morgana start dating in the series, and he doesn't like them, so he turns them into creatures. He turns Darkwing into a dog, Launchpad into a bat, and Gosalyn, who is not pictured here, into a Frankenstein's monster. So that is why Darkwing Duck is a dog. Why they chose for that to be one of the cards for the first Darkwing set, I don't know, but it is very funny to me. Same as like Space Cows. Like, you went with Space Cows? And there's Nani. Big Mama's back. Angel, this card's gotten a lot of talk. This is the underdog for Amber. She has Singer 3. If you cost 1, Singer 3. Welcome back, Cinderella. GG. Copper, Champion of the Forest, shipped 3, more to explore. Whenever this character quests, your characters with evasive get +1 lore this turn. This synergizes with the Big Todd. Colors of the Wind. This is an interesting card. Each player reveals the top card of their deck. Draw a card with for each different ink type of cards revealed this way. This will be a really good card for multiplayer, and it'll be really good if your opponents happen to be playing dual ink cards. But I think realistically, most of the time, you're only drawing 2. And Prince of Eden. Get that out of there. And we got Morgana, Squeaks. Starting to see most of the commons already. Chief Tui, Donald Duck, Wisdom of the Willow, Li Shang. This is an interesting card because this, not because it's necessarily good, but because it's the first of its type. This is a vanilla shift. This doesn't have any additional abilities. It's just a big body, 9/5 with 2 lore that you shift on 4. So if you have a Li Shang on the board already and you shift this on 4, you can have a 9/5 on turn 4. That's nutty. Liquidator, love that card. Morty Fieldmouse. Most people didn't know that Tiny Tim's name was not Tiny Tim. Morty Fieldmouse is who plays Tiny Tim, because all the characters are, they're played by different characters, just like in the Muppets Christmas Carol. Anyway, Morty Fieldmouse and Ferdy Fieldmouse are Mickey Mouse's nephews. They're not seen a lot less than Huey, Dewey, and Louie, a lot less than Minnie's nephews, Melody, and I don't remember the other one's name, but anyway, that's who this is. Tamatoa, representing the shirt. Seeker of Shine, boost 2 ward. Anything that glitters. Whenever you put a character under one of your other characters or locations, this character gets +1 lore this turn. This is another boost-related card. I don't know. I just don't know. Ooh, foil pudge. That's nice. All right. Pooh's back. Snowball Fight. This is the art. The art for the puzzle is Snowball Fight. Mother Will Protect You. Agnar. Tiny Tim's Crutch. McHorn. Simba. There's that Li Shang again. Elsa. Ooh, super rare. John Smith. He's holding a gun. I didn't think we would get any guns. It's like a fanciful gun, but he's got a gun. Anyway, opponents must choose this character for actions and abilities if able. That's a pretty cool ability. I think this card's good. Ooh, we got legendary. Ooh, it's Todd. There he is. There's the boy. I think this is one of the best legendaries. Shift 5, evasive, 7 cost, 6/6. Twice during your turn, whenever this character is chosen for an action or an item's ability, you may ready him. So if you have like a cheap 1-cost action, like a good job, whatever that one is that gives like support or whatever, you can ready him and then you can quest again. And then you can ready him with something else and quest again. Oh my god, we got a foil legendary. What? Oh my god, it's a double Todd pack. Whoa, 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 it's a Todd haul. Whoa. 2 Todds. 2 Todds. That's crazy. Wow, wasn't expecting a double Todd pack. That's great. Because I think Todd's really good. Am I going to play him? I don't know, but I think he's really good. All right. Get that out of there. All right, we got Pua. We got Dinky. We got Sarabi. We got Beast Castle. Winnie the Pooh, we haven't seen this one yet. When you play this character, you may return an item card from your discard to your hand. Great for you item players if there's any of those left. I'm spitting on my cards. Nearly Indestructible. Rafiki's Bakura Staff. Daisy Duck with the, like, bedroom eyes. Why is she looking at me like that? Flit. 0-2. When you play this character, move up to 1 damage from chosen character to chosen opposing character. If you want to move some damage around, go nuts with Flit. Darkwing Duck, Dark Warrior. This card's cool. This is there's an episode of the show. I can't remember if it's an alternate dimension or not, but like Darkwing is like kind of evil. He's kind of like a, I think it's supposed to be like a Road Warrior sort of parody deal. Oop, there's Lilo Rockstar normal version. And a rare Duke Weaselton foil. Alright, 5 packs left. Can we... I mean, we have 5 legendaries, so I guess I can't really ask for much more. But can we pull something cool in these last 5 packs? We got Boomer. We got Pocahontas. We got Eduna. We got Minnie Mouse. We got Nani. We got Vixie, that goes with that Todd. We got Darkwing's gas device. Not gun. Gas device. Mother's Necklace. Oh, there he is. There's Segment, the worst Darkwing Duck character. Clumsy Dinosaur. For each item card in your discard, you pay 1 less to play this character. When you play this character, you may put 3 items from your discard on the bottom of your deck in any order. If you do, deal 3 damage to chosen character. Not the worst. The most interesting thing about him is that he has the dinosaur tag. That's the first card with dinosaur. Are we going to get dinosaurs from the movie Dinosaur? We'll see. Containment unit. This card sucks. When you play this item, choose a character. They can't challenge or quest while this item is in play. Great! At the start of your turn, choose and discard a card or banish this item. Not so great. We don't want to discard our cards. And then, ooh, foil Darkwing Goon. All right. Darkwing Dog. Yow. David. Marching off to battle. Mickey Mouse. Nearly Indestructible. Education or Elimination. Choose 1. Draw a card. Chosen character gets +1 lore and gains evasive until the start of your next turn. Banish chosen damaged character. This is a card that I think is meant to synergize with that big Todd. We got another Goslin. Got another Miko, the card that I think is not good. Rapunzel. Willy the Giant. Welcome to the game, Willy. First Willy card. This character can't quest or challenge unless you put a card under him this turn. That's not really worth it. And Elsa. We have gotten a lot of this Elsa. Now we have a foil. Let's save Darkwing for last, because he's my favorite. So we'll start with this Angel. Get that out of here. We got Isis. We got Game Preserve. We got Leela. We got Fazao. We got Kanga. Li Shang. Scrooge's Counting House. Jiminy Cricket. We got The Frozen Vine. Ooh, Elisa Maza Transformed Gargoyle. There's an episode of the show where she becomes a gargoyle and Goliath becomes a human. I hope they make a human Goliath card at some point. Your character's strength can't be reduced below their printed value. If you have 3 or more cards in your hand, this character can't ready. She's got that Stonebite. Ooh, we got another legendary. This card would go great with that Angela that we saw earlier. Anyway, we got another legendary. I'm pretty sure this is Pocahontas. Yes, it is Pocahontas. Shift 3. When you play this character, if you use Shift to play her and none of your characters challenge this turn, characters can't challenge until the start of your next turn. That means that your opponent's characters cannot challenge if you didn't challenge this turn. So that is pretty neat. More synergies for that whole not challenging thing that Pocahontas does. And then a foil Vixie. All right, 2 packs left. I can't really be greedy because I got 6 legendaries now, including a foil Todd. So let's get that out of here. All right, we got swordplay, snowball fight, Thomas marching off to battle, Piglet, Amos Slade does not have a gun. Scrooge McDuck, I really like this card. First of all, the art is incredible. It is by Lisette Carrera. Carrera, sorry. I followed her for a long time before she even started making Lorcana cards. She loves drawing ducks. She loves the Mighty Ducks animated series. Beautiful card. Love this card. Boost 1, this character gets +1 strength and +1 willpower for each card under him. You could make this card so strong. You could play it on turn 2. If you're playing it in like Amethyst, where you are constantly drawing cards and you want to just put stuff under him every turn, oh my goodness, this card can get so big. Splatter Phoenix, this is another deep cut Darkwing Duck character. This is the underdog for Sapphire. She gets Ward. Tarn, pretty good. Rush, Black Cauldron character. Marshmallow, Cranky Climber. Whenever this character quests, each opponent can't ready more than one of their characters until the start of their next turn. I think this is pretty good. It's kind of expensive though. So, John Smith's Compass. At the end of your turn, if a character of yours challenged this turn, banish this item. See, more of that. We don't want you to challenge. At the end of your turn, if none of your characters challenge this turn, reveal the top card of your deck. If your character's card with cost 3 or less or named Pocahontas, you may put it into your hand. Otherwise, put it on the bottom of your deck. That card's not going to see play. Darkwing Tower. All right, last pack magic. Last pack magic. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? Probably nothing. I'm not holding out hope, but can't complain. All right, we got a Lumpy. We got Minnie. We got Fangmire. We got Donald Duck. We got Winnie. Nope, that doesn't go there. We got Prince Naveen. We got Mulan. We did not get that super rare Mulan. That's kind of crazy. Darkwing Duck, Drake Mallet. This is the first time we've seen him, too. This is Darkwing's alter ego. Or I guess his normal ego. I don't... Rabbit. Mystical Inkcaster. I don't think this card's any good. Play a character with cost 5 or less for free. They gain Rush at the end of your turn. Banish them. But you have to exert it. Pay 3 on top of the 3 you already played. And they are banished at the end? I mean, I guess if you really want to kill something, but like, man... Chernabog! Unnatural Force. When you play this character, you may shuffle chosen opposing character into their player's deck. If you do, this character may play a character from their discard for free. This is an interesting card. I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like it's good, but I also feel like it's really risky. And our last card is a common Nala. So, no enchanted for us. Bummer, but that's okay. Because, oh my god, I'm dropping all my cards. Because we got 6 legendaries, including Darkwing Duck, Pocahontas, Todd, Foil Todd, Elsa, and Tinkerbell, and 1 epic in the form of Mushu. So not the worst set of cards. Tinkerbell I think is pretty bad. Darkwing I think is pretty bad, but you know, I think Todd might end up being one of the most played legendaries to set. Pocahontas not bad. Elsa's okay. And then super rares. You know, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 super rares, including any foils that I put aside. I know we got a foil Lilo, that's good. And then, you know, we got the board wipe, so. Overall, can't complain too much. Pretty good box. Not as good as my last couple of boxes, but that's okay. 6 legendaries, that's well off to getting my set started. So, and this will not be the last I buy of this. I'm going to be buying lots and lots of packs, and I still want to get a trove. Don't have one of those pre-ordered yet. So, anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, my voice is like gone. I am losing it right now because I've been talking for so long. If you liked it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those nice things. Yeah, thanks for sticking with me. I'll see you in the next one.